if I am consistently investing, I am able to utilize more of compounding effect than somebody who has just put money once and gone. So if I'm investing 500 consistently each month, and somebody has invested, let's say 10,000, and we both do a calculation for 5 years, I will definitely end up with more money having invested my 500 shillings each month.
Wow.
We all like to do shere,
Yeah,
right?
Of
We all do,
course.
right? But why would you do shere with over 30% of your income?
Okay.
That is where the problem starts. So you need to set an allocation of 30%. This one should cater for you, for your wants. Now that is shere, that shoes that you want to buy,
Okay.
that dress that you've seen somewhere.
That hair.
Yeah. And for a man, take your girl out. When you take a debt for consumption, you get yourself in a cycle. We call it the financial rat race, where you're able to be moving from paycheck to paycheck, and in between you have to borrow again. You know, when you borrow, you're actually selling a portion of your tomorrow to the lender. Don't buy this because you want to impress one and two. They
Fashion.
might not even look at your shoe.
Hi, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Emmy Asks, where curiosity leads to a real conversation. It's your girl, Emmy, and I'm super excited, guys, to have you all here for today's episode. So, guys, today we are going to talk about something that affects all of us. Financial literacy. And guys, we all deal with money every single day. But the big question is, how many people knows how to handle it, and why many people thrive financially while others struggle with paycheck to paycheck? And guys, in the studio today I have a guest who will walk us through this journey and tell us what financial literacy is. So I'll let him introduce himself and tell us who he is and what he does. So Mr. Morgan, hi.
Hi, Emmy.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
I'm super excited and humbled to have you here
I
today.
appreciate, I'm happy.
So using this camera, you'll introduce yourself, tell our viewers your name and what you do.
Thank you.
Okay.
My name is Morgan Ngosi Andrew. I work with ICA Lion Group, and I'm excited really to have this conversation with our viewers today. Having gained knowledge close to a decade now,
Okay.
I'm really happy to have this conversation and get people educated out here.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So, Morgan, let me ask a curious question.
Yes,
What
please.
actually inspired you to be in this industry of finances?
Wow. Very tricky question there.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I went to campus to do a very different course in the medical field. Completed my degree from JQuat. But after that, I didn't like the idea of, being somewhere where you just work in an enclosed environment, no interaction with people, no interaction with real life situations, solving problems from the background, not from the forefront. I really felt like this would be a very big opportunity for me and get my experience to people out here.
Wow.
Yes.
Sounds good. So you've done medicine in campus?
Yes, I've done a medical course, and then what actually really intrigued me was the fact that people are not educated financially
It's true.
in school,
Yeah.
but we gain so much knowledge to gain money and not know what to do with what we
do
have. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. I didn't know that you did medicine.
Yes.
So after doing your medicine course,
Yes.
you changed the whole thing and went back to school again and studied finances.
Yes, everything changes. You have to do new courses. You have to do proficiency courses. You have to do certification courses. I had to do all that, and of course, other fields like financial globalization. Get to understand how the financial world is, and all that.
So you don't regret leaving medical department?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yes.
So Morgan, according to your understanding, for the years that you've been in the financial industry, how can you define financial literacy?
Nice. To my understanding,
Yeah.
Financial literacy is the ability to gain knowledge on how to handle your finances and get them to spearhead you to the direction of creating wealth,
Okay.
protecting it, and taking it to the next generation. Yes.
That's a powerful definition, because I believe so many people believe that financial literacy is only for the rich.
No.
Financial literacy is only for the people who are making millions and millions of money. So someone might be watching us, alafu maybe he's making 500, 300 a day, and ako like, this is not mine, this is for the rich, acha nipite. So this is for you guys. Sit
True.
back and we'll see how this goes.
Yes.
So Morgan, now,
Yes.
so let's dig in.
Yeah.
For someone who is watching and they've never heard about financial literacy their entire life, what basics and or where can they start investing or saving or budgeting? Yeah. So where is mtu anafaa anze wapi aende aje?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, in this case,
Yeah.
I would like to use a practical example.
Okay.
Let's take ourselves back to how our parents used to handle money. If you actually look at how much they used to earn, is quite little.
Yeah.
But they educated 4 kids of us.
Funny thing.
What were they doing?
True, yeah.
And we are in a more enlightened world than them. Now, what that reveals is they used to do proper budgeting.
Okay. Yeah.
And with that as a basic,
Yeah.
you need to have a well understanding of how your budget works.
Okay.
Everybody avoids budgeting. Why?
I know.
It's quite similar to discipline. Nobody wants to be disciplined.
Of course.
But we are all excited when we get good results.
Yeah, it's true.
We are there to things, right? But a budget is actually a freedom you grant yourself in that you want money to go here, you want money to go here, and then be left with what you want to do it, right? So a budget is not a constraint. It's more of a freedom to you. Like, this one is allocated for this purpose, this one is allocated for this purpose, and this one is now mine.
Yeah.
That is what a budget is supposed to do for you. Yes.
So you'll hear so many people saying, eti, mimi I'm earning kidogo. How do you expect the little that I'm earning to still budget and save?
Yes.
What I'm earning ni kidogo tu, I'll eat, I'll sijui transportation, nini, and that's it.
Can I surprise you?
Yeah.
Let me use an example. I'm sure we've heard about Warren Buffett. Most of us are excited. Warren Buffett is the richest person, is the richest man on earth.
Yeah.
But nobody actually questions how he got there. We know he owns the majority. Actually, he doesn't own majority shares in Berkshire Hathaway. But this is somebody who started investing at the age of 10.
10.
Yes, at the age of 10.
Morgan, at the age of 10, you barely know nothing.
Exactly. That explains the difference. We don't equip, and we as parents are actually making the same mistake. We don't equip our kids with financial knowledge or financial literacy, in that a kid should grow knowing, if I save money, I'll have something for myself in the future.
Okay.
By the time Warren Buffett was 10, he was investing. Wow. By the time he turned 30, this person was over $19 million current money.
I can imagine someone starting saving at the age of 10.
Yes.
Like, what do you actually know about money at the age of 10?
Look at yourself as a parent. You have your kid's birthday.
Yeah.
Why not even say, let me set aside 2,000 shillings for the birthday of my kid until he reaches the age of 18. How much money will the kid have?
Okay.
Saving it in a simple avenue like a money market fund. Such are the things that we need to teach our kids, not only by telling them, but by practically doing it for them. By the time these kids are growing up, they will be able to know how to handle this money and proceed with it to the next generation.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yes.
I'm impressed. So, for someone who is hearing 50, 30, 20 rule for the first time,
Yes.
what can you tell them?
Yeah.
How is it done?
Yes.
Ama what does it entail?
Yes.
Pia mi sijui nasikianga tu
50,
30, 20 rule. Yeah.
True. Most of us have interacted with 50, 30, 20 rule in a way that you just bombard yourself with information and you get to to know it, but you need a deep understanding of how it works.
Okay.
Because that is a budgeting tool, but I would specify it more for beginners.
Okay.
When you are at the age of 40, 50, 30, 20 rule does not apply for you.
Okay.
Why? At the age of 40, you literally have 10 to 15 years to retirement. That means your major allocation of assets will go first to addressing your retirement package.
Okay.
So you will not be saving, you will not be consuming 50% at the age of 40. Why?
Yeah.
At the age of 40, we expect you to be owning a home. Rent is out of the picture. You need to allocate now more of that fund to go into your retirement, right?
Yeah.
But for a beginner, I'm at the age of 20, I'm at the age of between 20 and 30. 50, 20, 30 rule is very much applicable to you in that 50% goes into mandatory bills, 30% goes into wants. What are wants? Wants are things like we all like to do sherehe, right?
Of
we all
course.
do, right? But why would you do sherehe with over 30% of your income?
Okay.
That is where the problem starts. So you need to set an allocation of 30%. This one should cater for you, for your wants. Now that is sherehe, that shoes that you want to buy, that dress that you've seen somewhere.
That hair.
Yeah. And for a man, take your girl out. That one should fit within that 30%.
Okay.
And then 20% mandatory has to go into your investments. This is now money I'm going to set aside for my future goals.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you see, so many people normally say that life begins at 45. Life is for the living.
Yes.
I'm too young to be saving right now. I'll start saving when I get to 45. So for someone who says, me, I'll start saving when I get to 45, Morgan,
Yes.
what can you tell them?
Okay. And I'm happy that you brought that question up. I get that a lot. But of course, you as a teacher, they tell you to encourage your students, don't demean them. You feel like, really? As a human being, you have this mentality and you want to grow?
Life begins at 45.
Trust you me, within the blink of an eye, you'd be at the age of 40, no money saved. Retirement is looming. Your kids are in campus. You need to pay school fees. Your rent is there because you don't own a home. And now, voila. Hell breaks loose.
I get
That
it.
is where the problem starts. And the essence of us allocating funds aside is you are able to anticipate your bills. You very well know, Amy, in the next 10, 15 years, you'd be at the epitome of paying school fees. You need to address it early enough. You very well know that at the age of 40 and 45, you need to build your home. You need a property ownership plan. At this age, you want to be more financially free in that your assets are able to supplement your income.
Wow.
You get my point?
I do.
Now, I bought, let's say, I sacrificed some money a certain year. I bought shares somewhere. At the age of 40, within that time, between my 30 and 40, I've been receiving dividends, right? But also the share price has increased. I can now sell these shares, get to liquidate them, and buy a property for myself. Right? Simple.
Someone is asking me,
Yes.
Mimi Morgan, I'm getting pesa kidogo tu. Kidogo that I'm getting. I barely afford food. Now you want me to start saving. You want me to start investing. Nibaki bure.
Yeah. And we try and understand people. You try and get their perspective. With a simple view that people don't get to appreciate the little steps they make. I'll go back to the story of Warren Buffett.
Okay.
When he started saving. And I'll compare him with someone like Jim Simon. Jim Simon is actually one of the richest person that we know. But Jim Simon made money between the age of 50 and 70. But Warren Buffett started early. Means he got to outcompete Jim Simon because he was saving little over a long period of time, while Jim was saving so much money within a short period of time. So the essence of you appreciating that little income that you have right now, with a simple budgeting tool, you're able to set aside a little money. And this little money that you do have, let's call it 3,000 a month. In a year, it will be 36,000.
Okay, saving
right?
3,000 monthly.
Yes, monthly. Okay. In a year, that will be 36,000.
Yeah, actually, it's 36.
I don't even need much or rocket science to get to know like how I'm going to duplicate this money. First, get to secure your emergency fund.
Yeah.
Like this 36,000 will be my emergency fund. In case today I'm laid off, I can depend on this.
Okay.
As you're disregarding your little income, you are putting yourself in a situation where if you are laid off today, you'll be unable to sustain yourself. What is next? You'll be boarding matatu back home.
Yeah.
But if we get to multiply the little that you have over a long period of time, you'll have so much money. So don't disregard this little income and say like, it's so little, I can't save. Start small.
Yeah.
Start small. The element of starting small is it's so big.
Yeah.
And then consistently, you'll be able to cultivate the culture of saving in you. When you move from the culture of saving, you'll want that now I've accumulated 36,000. How do I move this 36,000 to 40,000 and 50,000?
Okay.
Now you will move from being attracted by a money market interest rate to a more return, with a more return of kind of investment.
Yeah.
Now in that aspect, you are growing.
Yeah.
Right? We started with our little income.
Yeah.
Now we've built slowly by by saving little. Now we are multiplying what we've accumulated. Yeah. Now we are able to move to the next step. Now you will not be looking at low income. Yeah. You'll be looking at how much am I going to add into whatever I've saved and grow my fund. Within 10 years, you're well off. Yes.
Someone is watching at us and is like, Morgan, you're saying emergency fund. Morgan, you're just telling us save small for emergency fund. What is this emergency fund?
Great. An emergency fund is the first priority account that you should consider as any working person or an income earning person. Yeah. Why? An emergency doesn't tell you I'm coming.
Yes, it's true.
Today you have a medical emergency.
Yeah.
SHA is not working, or maybe SHA is working, but not sufficient enough. Yeah. What are you going to do? In another aspect, your job ends. How are you going to survive? You want to set money aside consistently in that you can access it in terms of these cases where I'm now laid off. I've accumulated enough money in my savings account. I can consistently manage my budget, manage my expenses until I get a job again. So an emergency fund is just money set aside in that you can access it in terms of this well-defined emergency. Buying a shoe is not an emergency. Please. Somebody has advertised somewhere and you see like, I need this. That's not an emergency.
Morgan, someone is like, mimi kiatu yangu imeisha. Sasa you don't want me to buy a shoe simply because I have an emergency fund that I'm supposed to set aside.
Not really. we go back to the basic. Yeah. We said we have a budget.
Yeah.
Right? Can your budget sustain you buying a new shoe? There's no need. They say that you are the most obsessed with your possessions than the people you think they are.
Okay.
In this case, you are the only one who looks at yourself much better than you anticipate people to look at you.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah, I do.
Now,
I do.
It means I can only buy what I can afford.
Of course.
Don't buy this because you want to impress 1 and 2.
Fashion.
They might not even look at your shoe. They might not even look at it. Prioritize yourself first. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your cash net.
Yeah.
That would be very, very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There's something about mindset and financial literacy. Do you think mindset affects financial literacy? You're thinking, vile tumelelewa tukigrow up, maybe some people are paying black tax.
Yes.
I have this little that I'm getting. I'm supposed to pay black tax.
Yes.
Because I believe so many people are paying black tax out here.
True.
And another person is like, when I was growing up, my dad, my father, or my my siblings or whatever, they used to do this and this and this. Me, I'm not doing it. Am I supposed to follow what they were doing?
Okay. Let me put it in a very practical view.
Yeah.
You've started working today. You're earning 30,000 net of income. Before you started earning this income, how are you paying that black tax? Probably you are not.
Yeah.
It means it's at your discretion to decide how much black tax you'll be sending home. Communicate home and tell them, these are my financial goals. This is what I am doing, and this is the much I can send.
Yeah.
Let them understand how much you can send them.
Yeah.
It's good that you're able to support your parents.
Yeah.
It gives you that sense of responsibility. But you also need to do it within the boundaries of your freedom. Within the boundaries of, very, very important, in that you are able to grow while still supporting them. Got it?
Yeah.
So when you say, I'm paying so much here, I'm paying so much there, have you communicated to them on how much you can? Are you supplementing your goals? The same people you're actually sacrificing your goals for will at the end ask you, oh, we thought you were saving for yourself. You were not.
That one.
Got it. Now you reach retirement and you're like depending on your kids, and your kids are asking, oh, you didn't save for your retirement, while you were sacrificing to take them to school, making sure they have money, they have pocket money, everything, basic needs, clothes, everything.
You see, I saw something trending, and someone was saying, Mimi, when other parents were saving, when other parents were investing, my dad was dancing.
Very true. And you ask yourself,
My dad was dancing in clubs.
and you ask yourself, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? It's about priorities. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to communicate with people close to you who are depending on your income, on your financial goals. That would be very, very important. Make it open. Very easy to handle. Yes.
Savings and investments.
Yes.
What's the difference between saving and investing?
I get that question a lot, and you might even get people at that point.
So many people tend to confuse the two.
You tell them, why don't you open a money market fund? No, I'm saving with the bank. Saving is basically setting money aside in a low interest earning account.
Okay.
So it means if you're putting money in your bank account, you're actually not even saving. That is, you're even quite doing the. I say this with much respect to the banking sector, but when you set money in a bank account, it means even in a year, if it's not earning any interest, you've lost your money due to inflation, right?
Okay. Yes.
10 years ago, we can say that the price of sugar was not the same as right now, right? The price has gone up. The same happens to the value of money. If by then you're buying sugar at 200 shillings, and right now you're buying it at 300 shillings, it means your 200 has moved from 200 to 300 right now. So if your money was in a bank, it has moved from 200 to another less 100 shillings. Now it's 100 shillings. Oh, got it. So investing is basically being able to move this money from a low interest earning account to a more interest earning account.
Okay.
And mind you, most of us in Kenya are not even saving because most of us have put our money in banks. That is not even saving. But when you put it in a money market account, that is saving. Because money market account is not investing. It's just protecting your money against inflation, where they're able to give you interest to cushion yourself against inflation. But when you start now investing, is now you move your 1,000 shillings to 1,500 or 2,000 shillings. That is investing. Yes.
You've mentioned something about money marketing funds.
Yes.
How does money marketing funds work?
Great. Money market fund, it's majorly offered by insurance companies and some banks. This is an account where your money is invested in safe investment avenues, and in return, they are able to to share this interest with investors. Now, like me and Emmy have our 100,000. We give it to our fund manager. Now, this is maybe ICLI, and they're offering a good money market account. When they're investing this money, they're able to make profit. With that interest earned either from shares that they've invested in, they come back with interest and divide amongst us as earned. Yes. Now we are able to cushion our money against inflation. That is basically how a money market fund works. Yes.
Another curious question that I have.
Yeah.
Do you have a minimum amount that you're supposed to invest in a money market fund?
Yes, we do. Different companies do have different minimum amounts. I know for ICA, the minimum you can invest is 500 shillings.
500?
Yes.
So you can invest from as low as 500
500 shillings.
Someone was telling me you cannot invest in money marketing funds with less than $1 million shilling.
No. Part of financial literacy.
And okay, so let's put it this way.
Yes.
I'm investing my 500 and Morgan is investing 10,000.
Yes.
You see the two?
Yeah.
Which one has higher chances of making a lot? The higher you invest, the higher profits you get. How does it like work?
Great. Now we go to a simple arithmetic, the difference between simple interest and compound interest.
Okay.
If I am consistently investing, I am able to utilize more of compounding effect than somebody who has just put money once and gone. So if I'm investing 500 consistently each month, and somebody has invested, let's say 10,000, and we both do a calculation for 5 years, I will definitely end up with more money having invested my 500 shillings each month.
Wow.
So consistency will always beat intensity.
Okay.
Yes.
I never knew that you can invest every month. I thought it's something that you invest once and you lock that account.
No.
Like for instance, right now, I want to start investing in money market fund.
Yes.
I have my 10,000 shillings here with me.
Yes.
So when I put that 10,000 shillings in a money marketing fund,
Yes.
it's locked.
No.
I cannot add, I cannot withdraw.
No. Remember, we said a money market account is a good avenue for your emergency fund.
Okay.
It means you can access it within 2 to 3 working days. That is now your emergency, right? So it has to be accessible. So money market fund, you can put your money and still access it when you want to.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So I can invest and still withdraw.
Yes.
So you have to give alert earlier, or you can just wake up and I'm like, hi, mi nimeteseka nataka kwenda sherehe. Acha niende ni withdraw 500 yangu.
So many people do that. But as part of discipline, we always say, if you've incorporated your wants into your money market fund, it means you know the portion that you want to access. Different companies offer different values in terms of how much you can access. For ICA, you can access instantly up to 10,000 shillings. So this means if right now my emergency fund has like 50,000 and I need 10,000, I can access it right now. If I want the whole 50,000, I have to give at least 3 working days and I'll have my money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about SACCOs, banks, and insurance
And
companies.
insurance, true. I love that. And you remind me of the question I get a lot when you tell someone to either open a SACCO, have an insurance policy, or save money in your bank account. Someone will tell you, no, I'm doing SACCO. Different investments address different needs.
Yes.
It doesn't mean when you have one, you mutually exclude the other one. No. One will serve one purpose, the other will serve another purpose, the other will serve a different purpose. Let's say I've saved, I have like around 10,000 today, and I need this money in the next 1 week.
Okay.
I will not put this money in a money market account. Why? This is not time enough for this money to even move from 10,000 to 10,100, right?
Kwani, how does it work? How does it work?
Let's dive deep. There is usually what we call period of investment. Money market usually accumulates interest on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Right?
Interest
so when
of
they
how
when they
much
say
approximately?
let's say they are saying like per annum is 12%. That is per annum.
Okay.
You can divide that value and get per month how much you're going to get for that
Okay.
specific month.
Okay.
Remember,
Okay.
interest keeps on changing
Yes.
each month. When they say 12%, it doesn't mean 12% going into December this year.
Okay.
No, it is 12%. 12% going backwards September last year.
Okay. So it doesn't go like
No,
next year.
that is an indicative rate of past performance, not future performance.
Wow. Wow.
And actually, most people do misquote that and they say, this one is offering high interest rate, I'll go for this one. They don't realize that is for past performance. And when you're selecting a money market account, you're supposed to value in terms of, let's say, 5-year period, 6-year period. Look at what is their average net interest they're paying to investors. That should be your guiding point. Got
I
it?
believe we've been doing it the wrong way.
True.
I being a victim. We just I wake up today in the morning and I'm like, I want to start investing.
Yes.
I go start investing somewhere that I don't even know what
Yes.
or what will I benefit from there.
True. And now let me go back to the comparisons, right?
Yeah.
When you are saving money in a circle,
Yeah.
your main reason for saving money in a circle should be two. One is dividends.
Yeah.
You want to be earning dividends at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Two is access cheap loans. Circles offer the cheapest loans
Yes.
available in the market,
I know.
and they are quite more negotiable compared to other loan providers. So a circle would serve a different purpose. You can't definitely compare that with insurance.
Yeah.
And as they say, you can't compare apples to oranges. So these are quite different. If you want to have a proper fruit salad, you have to mix your apples, oranges, bananas, peaches, depending on how much you want, right? The same thing to investment. You need to have your circle here, your insurance here, your banking here, and other investments included in this. I would like to add things like, let's say, shares, because they offer good growth to your money. Such avenues, they can't be compared. They serve different purposes.
Yes.
Insurance will serve protection in that you want, in case something happens to me within this specific period of time, I am catered for. Let's talk about something like permanent total disability. That is something that, Emmy, you don't expect to happen, but it can happen. When we talk about something like critical illness, nobody wants to get sick.
Of course.
But how many of us are in groups collecting money and, changaring here and there, money to facilitate, here and there. It's a way of risk mitigation.
Okay.
Right? But they've incorporated different types of insurance plans. There is somebody who wants pure protection, you can get a whole life cover. There is somebody who wants, I want my child to have a better future in terms of education, you can get an education policy. There is one who wants to just invest. I am young, I don't have a family, but I want to invest for myself in a safe avenue. You have a plan that incorporates investments and insurance. All that, it forms basis of what you need to have on your portfolio. And mind you, you don't need to do one and overlook the other. These things are supposed to be done consequently, in that you just divide. Let's say I have 6,000 to save every month. Have your 2,000 go into your circle, or let's say 1,500. Let your 2,000 go into insurance policy. Let your another 2,000 be buying shares consistently over time. And with that, you're able to grow. At the same time, whatever is left, you can put it in your money market account. In that, I've been able to save 6,000, but I have some 7,000 left. This is part of money that I'm expecting to spend maybe in the next 1 or 2 months. Put it in a money market account. If you don't spend it within the same period of time, which is now there once, it's able to grow still at the same time. It can even offer you good interest, in that when you reach at the end of the year, the interest can pay for your vacation. You don't need to, look for money somewhere and all that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about banks.
Yes.
Someone will say, I have a fixed account.
Yes.
I have a fixed account. I'm saving in a fixed account.
Yes.
what is it that they don't know about saving in a fixed account or saving in banks?
In banks, true.
Yes.
I would like our viewers to go and look at the highest interest rate given by banks in Kenya.
Yes.
They are quite low compared to even our
true.
inflation rate,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that
And
one
that
I
should
agree with you.
should answer us in terms of where we need to put our money. I've saved 10,000 in a bank. They're giving me a net interest rate of 7%. Our inflation rate is around, maybe, let's say it's 3%. So how much have you gained? Probably close to 3% or less. So you need to look at it in that manner. Banks are also in the business of making money.
Yes.
You need to look at a way that you can always get something better within the same risk level involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, something else.
Yes.
Debt management.
Yeah.
I had someone telling me, Eti, we have bad debt and good debt. And I'm like, a debt is a debt. What do you mean there's a good debt and a bad debt?
Yeah.
A debt is a debt.
Yes.
So, Morgan,
Yes.
is it true that there's a bad debt and a good debt?
True. To your surprise, Emmy, we do have good debts and we have bad debts. And one can turn into the other at the same time. What do I mean? A mortgage
Yes.
is actually a good debt. But in the Kenyan market, we can both agree. Recently is when things have a bit changed.
Yeah.
We've had better rates. But in the last 2-3 years, mortgages were quite expensive in Kenya. So that could be a good debt because it's aiding you to owning a home, and after that you'll not be paying rent. That is a good debt. A bad debt is when, Amy, I'm going to get a loan for consumption purposes.
Okay.
What do I mean consumption purposes? I take a loan, I pay rent. Okay?
Yeah.
It means on the second month, I have a rent to pay. The same month, I have a debt to repay. What have you done on your bad debt? Compressed it. Right? When you take a debt for consumption, you get yourself in a cycle. We call it the financial rat race, where you're able to be moving from paycheck to paycheck, and in between you have to borrow again. You know, when you borrow, you're actually selling a portion of your tomorrow to the lender. Right? So you'll be very okay now. I have money at hand. I can do whatever I want. But eventually, you will find yourself scrolling through your pay slip, looking for money that is not even there. Yes.
For instance, Morgan have seen a good car.
Yes.
And I want to go for it, and I don't have money.
Yes.
But my salary or the savings that I have in my bank
Yes.
will allow me get this car on loan.
Yes.
So, here's the question now.
Yes.
If I go buy that car, a car is an asset, right? Is it a bad debt or a good debt?
Yes. Let me clarify something here. It's an asset, yes. But is it an appreciating or depreciating asset?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The moment you buy it at 1.7 million, when you move from that car yard, do you have your 1.7 million? No, right?
No.
So we can say whether getting this asset is a good idea or not. But what I would advise anyone looking forward to buy a car and they have cash, we always say, don't use your cash to buy depreciating assets, right? If you can comfortably structure a way that you can get this car paid, and then you get, let's say, even your circle give you a cheaper loan for you to get this car. Secure yourself with your money, and then get to be consistently paying off that debt over time, where now you're able to offload the loan and still maintain your cash asset. Yes.
You'll hear some people saying, don't buy a car, buy a house. No, don't buy a house, buy a land.
Yes, true. Quite an intriguing one there. And I know I will brush shoulders with some people here for this.
Okay, yeah.
I will ask you one thing.
Yeah.
What do you think would be happiness to you? For me, would me buying this land make me happy?
Yeah.
And in the end, what do I gain? Land is a factor of production.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Land is not an asset until you put it into production.
Yeah.
If you buy, let's say, a plot of 50 by 100, you need to build again. Do you have the financial muscle to build again? Right?
Yeah.
Let's look at it this way.
Yeah.
I have, let's say, 10 million Kenya shillings today.
Yes.
And I'm torn between buying land and building. And then there is B, who wants to put this money in as simple as a money market fund.
Yeah.
10 million and maybe earning an interest of 12%. How much would that be? 1.2 million, right? 1.2 million, that translates to almost 100,000 each month.
Yeah.
If you look at somebody who has bought a plot, built a house, first, what you're going to be doing within the first 7 years is you to recover your 10 million.
Yeah.
How about the person who is earning an interest of 100,000 each month? Right? It comes at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Your caretaker tells you, oh, Emmy alihama, we need to refund the deposit.
Yeah.
Nyumba ya Emmy needs maintenance. Nyumba ya Emmy stima haifanyi. Those are maintenance costs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get to maximize on your investment
Yeah.
on illiquid assets. That is why you will find this person one plot, one building after the other, but they struggle with cash. If you ask them to give you 10,000, it will be a problem.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So when you are looking at this, look at it in a way that it gives you freedom and fulfills your happiness.
Yeah.
What makes you happy? You'll get these people very, very stressed, by the way, most of the time. We need to avoid that.
Yeah.
You need to be in a way that I'm comfortable seated somewhere and I see an alert that my money has been deposited either in terms of dividends or or shares from a certain company has paid me some dividends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about real estate.
Yes.
For someone who wants to invest in a real estate and they don't know the do's and the don'ts.
And the don'ts.
Yeah.
True. Real estate is quite expensive, but I would focus with someone who wants to invest in terms of they are not able to buy a whole property, but they want to be part of that sector. We have what we call a real estate investment trust, where you're able to buy shares and you get to earn in terms of dividends, and actually some do pay their dividends on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And good thing is you can do that locally, you can do that internationally, in that you're able to invest in offshore shares and you get to earn dividends. So my advice would be that would be the best avenue for somebody who wants to begin investing in the real estate sector. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about something I think I forgot to mention on the bad debts. Is borrowing to buy food or to sustain my needs a bad debt?
Okay. That's a tricky one. Because the first question I would ask is, how did we get to a point where we are borrowing to buy food?
Yeah.
Right? First, are we earning? Yes. Why are we borrowing to buy food? What are you doing? And that, trust you me, it will trickle down to the same aspect where we started from.
Yeah.
Budgeting.
Yeah.
Budgeting. There's a problem with budgeting. When you find someone unable to save and invest, trust you me, the problem is budgeting. And when it comes to budgeting, we go again to discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline. Nobody wants to be disciplined,
Of
especially
course.
with money. People are
When it
enemies.
comes- yeah.
People are enemies to money. Money I'd say it's quite a friendly thing, but we are more antagonistic to money, where you have your money today. The only thing you can think of is how you're going to spend it out. Spend it out. And I would challenge people, just try one thing one day. Each month, just save 10% of every money that comes your way. Why? before you get paid, the government takes tax, right? Why don't you tax yourself? Before that money reaches you, the government takes money. Why don't you tax yourself? If somebody sends you 1,000 shillings today, you spend 900 and save 100 shillings. Emmy, let me tell you what's going to happen. If I have 1,000 shillings and I take 100 shillings and maybe even buy a crypto or a share or an ETF, my 100 shilling over a period of 12 to 14 years is able to recollect again to the 1,000 shillings that I spent, right? So it means whatever I'm going to have eventually within a span of 20 years is every money that has been on my hand, right? I'm sure you print your M-Pesa statement and you're like, okay, who touched this money? This is not me.
This is not me.
This is not me.
How did I get
How did
here?
How did I touch 120,000 this month? This cannot be me. And you know what M-Pesa statement tells you is how much you've spent. Why are you even spending more than how much you're earning? You know, like you're earning 40,000. Why does your M-Pesa statement say you've sent and you've spent like 70,000 shillings? Right? So you need to ask yourself, what am I doing to actually lose the money that is coming all into my hand? And that simple aspect of you taxing yourself can actually make sure you retain a lot of money. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about borrowing.
Yes.
Some people borrow blindly.
Yes.
They don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Yes.
I've heard about cases of Shylocks, Fuliza, and there's this one, imekuja sahi, hustler funds,
Yes.
borrowing in banks,
Yes.
those ones, and circles.
Yes.
So, for someone who don't know what they're doing, they pay, they borrow.
Yes.
They pay, they
they
borrow.
borrow. Yes.
That's the pattern.
True.
What advice can you give someone who's doing that?
Now, the first thing that we need to address in that aspect is you always find yourself like, I need some extra cash. I need some extra cash. And you know what happens is that app is always there. Borrow now, you get your money right now and everything. But nobody ever, actually when you're requesting, you don't actually think about how much you're going to return. You're actually like, okay, I can get 2,000. I want that 2,000. Right? And what happens is they charge you as the principal to be 2,000. What reaches your hand is 800 shillings. And then they now add interest. You're paying back almost 3,000. Right? 3,000, 4,000. What's going to happen is when my money comes, I will still have a gap of another 3,000.
Yeah.
Right? But now because I have a gap of 3,000, I need to supplement again that 3,000 that has gone to that lender.
Yeah.
You borrow again. Right? And the cycle continues. The cycle continues. The cycle continues. You complain the economy is not doing well. The problem is, but at the end of the day, you walk out here, people are buying cars, business are going on, and you ask yourself, what am I missing? Or if the money is not coming to me, to whom is it going?
Yeah.
You are the one actually running those businesses. Yeah, you're very rich.
And I came to realize that borrowing is kind of addictive.
Very.
Because I have a friend of mine who is like, anahesabu hadi pesa yenye iko kwa Fuliza. Yes. Anahesabu hadi pesa yenye iko kwa Fuliza.
Yeah.
So I've come to notice that this thing is addictive.
Very addictive.
This thing is addictive. And for someone who is watching us and
Yes.
it's like an addiction to them. They cannot live without borrowing.
Yes.
Mimi Morgan, I cannot. That Fuliza I have, lazima ni make sure imeenda zero.
Yeah.
Lazima that hustler fund iko mali. Wacha, lazima nitumie.
Yeah.
What advice can you tell them?
And now what we get ourselves into is we are now slaves to the lender. But what I would tell people is you're already in that situation. What are you going to do? First is you do what we call debt management.
Yeah.
So with debt management, we are going to list our debts in terms of the interest rate we are paying them. There is a debt that if I stay with it for 3 months, I'll be paying so much money to them.
Yeah.
That should be the first priority, debt to be cleared.
Yes.
Now there is the second one and the third one. With that, you are able to list down all your debts, get to know how much you're paying them. If I do have an access to no money to actually supplement these debts, and let's say you've been saving in a SACCO, and you know that a SACCO can offer you a cheap loan, in that you're able to be saving little by little and recover. So take that money, clear these high interest debt loans, have them off your portfolio, then remain supplementing the low interest debt, which is now the SACCO. And then you're able to now get off that. Of course, with the pain that you've endured, you'll not get yourself back there. Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one. Another thing before I forget, short-term and long-term investment.
Yes.
What's the difference between the two?
Great. We say when it comes to money management, you need to allocate your money based on the goals that you have.
Yes.
We have goals that set you free, or they offer you freedom, and we have goals that are quite mandatory for you to attain. Let's say my goal is to buy a car. That's a personal goal. But let's say I am going to take my kid to school in the next 2 years or 3 years. And let's say in the next 10 years, I'll be retiring. Those are mandatory goals. Goals that you must have a plan for them. Right? So in terms of short-term, mid-term, and long-term, we categorize those goals like that. We have your short-term goals. Short-term goals is a goal that can run between 1 to 2 years. A mid-term goal is a goal that runs between 1 to 5 years. And then a long-term goal is a goal that runs between 5 to 10 years. So when I'm talking about my short-term goals, I have money allocated for my short-term goals. Let's say I want to build an emergency fund. That's a short-term goal. You start allocating your 1,500, 2,000, your 3,000, or your 100,000 into that account. Then we come to the mid-term goal. What goals do we have? Do we need attained in the next 5 years? And we need to be patient with these goals, in that we are the ones supplementing them, not somebody else. So let's say I can open a SACCO account, be putting money in this SACCO account, and then in the next 5 years, I'll have enough money accumulated here. My goal was to open a business. I can take this money, open a business, and let it run. You've diversified also your portfolio. Now we have goals that are going to run between 5 to 10 years. Could be education, could be retirement, could be, home ownership, and you want to accumulate funds for that. We have now specific accounts that you can open for long term, or specific investment avenues that you can put money for that. And then with that, you're able to be at liberty to experiment with money. What do I mean by experimenting with money? I've had like around 10,000 invested, but I have an extra 3,000 or 5,000. I can go and buy an equity. I can go and buy a balanced fund. I can go and buy, a trust fund. Yes. Now you're able to put your money into high interest rates. Yes.
You've mentioned something about equity.
Yes.
How does it work?
An equity fund is basically a blend of assets. We can use an example like securities, like shares. We can use an example like certificate deposits, where money is now invested in different avenues that are earning high interest, and then with that interest you paid high interest. So it's high investment risk kind of plan. That is an equity fund.
So we have investments with higher risks and investments with lower risk.
Exactly. Yeah. The difference comes in, you'll tell somebody you can earn 12% and they're excited. And you can tell somebody you'll earn 12% and they're like, no, that is too little. Now that is somebody who is looking for either 18 to 20%. Equity funds are able to do that. This is somebody who is now able to invest in shares. Shares can even average more than 150% in a year. So you can't say, me, I'm just beginning to invest, and you have 5,000 and you want to put your 5,000 in an equity fund. You first need to build your emergency fund, because this is the same money you're going to call me in the next 1 week and say like, hey bro, ile 5k, I think I need it right now. You've invested that 5k in an equity fund. How are you going to get it? And this is something that has to grow for almost a year or so. So you need to categorize them in that manner, where certain investment plans are able to address specific goals. So you don't get to stress them.
Okay.
Yes.
Another thing, treasury bonds.
Yes.
Treasury bonds and money marketing funds. Is it one and the same thing, or they're two totally different things?
Treasury bills. We have treasury bills. We have treasury bonds. Those are different. They are different investment plans, but they are low risk investment plans.
Okay.
They are different in that the length of investment. With a treasury bill and treasury bond, they pay at specific times.
Yeah.
But with a money market fund, if I look at my money in the next 3 weeks or 1 month, I'll see an interest added.
Okay.
So the interest is added periodically, but this one will pay specific time. Bills will pay in, we have 91 days, we have 360. They can pay you yearly or after every 3 months. Bonds pay after every 6 months. And the interest is fixed. So they are low risk. Both of them are low risk, but they are different in terms of how the fund is managed.
Okay.
Yes.
There's this other thing, merry-go-rounds,
Yes.
chama.
Yes.
This chama, you'll hear someone saying, I have a chama that I'm supposed to pay 2,000, 5,000, or even 1,000 per week.
Yes.
I'm saving.
Yes.
I'm saving. That's
Yes.
my saving. Those are my savings.
Yes.
What advice can you tell that person who is saving in a chama or in a merry-go-round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies, please forgive me for this. I know most of us are here, but one question that I would pose to them is, remember our first conversation? We said saving versus investment.
Yes.
Remember saving, you're earning considerable interest rate.
Yeah.
So it means in a chama, you're not even saving.
In a chama, what are you actually saying?
Yeah.
Me.
So a chama, I think it plays a different role.
Yeah.
And I respect it, but I would recommend people to do it in moderation. Why?
Yeah.
A chama is like a social club. Do it for the purpose of having your social club and your social life. But don't overcommit all your money in a chama.
Yes.
Because this is what works. Imagine you'll find yourself in a chama for 2 years and the only things you have is cups in the house, a microwave, a fridge, and things like that. Very many assets that over time you'll still need more, but your money is always going.
Yeah.
So do it in moderation. Have a little portion of your money going into chama. Don't be in 5 chamas, 6 chamas, 3 chamas. Just have one. The other, put it in a money market fund. The other, invest it in other avenues and be comfortable.
Okay, before I wrap up,
Yes.
do you have something that you want to tell our viewers that you feel you've not spoken about?
Yeah, a lot. Of course, financial literacy is quite expansive.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to having another episode.
True.
Yeah.
We'll have more. But I would recommend people to have a change of mindset in terms of how they interact with money.
Okay.
Be a friend to your money.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, have a proper sitting in terms of, am I growing? Am I experiencing any change in terms of, this is where I was a year ago, this is where I am right now? Are you growing? You have to put your own KPIs or key performance index and be able to address it, like, last year I was borrowing a lot. This year I have eliminated all my debts.
Borrowing,
I have no debt. Last year I was struggling borrowing money from friends. Right now I am able to cater for my needs personally. Nobody's able to supplement me. And at the same time, look at your long-term view. Approach investment with a long-term view, not with a short-term view. With a long-term view, you are able to be patient. Patience and risk are cousins, I would say. One leads to the other. If you're impatient, you will find yourself doing things that are not, accruing to anything. But when you're patient, you're able to see your money growing, and you will be able to appreciate the little steps you're making, and be open to discussing these things. Don't have a fixed mindset in that, my father used to buy goats, used to buy cows, and we're able to be, I think that is what our measure of intelligence, where you are able to unlearn things and learn new things. where you're able to conceive ideas that are contrary to what you think were actually correct, and you are more dynamic. That is what brings growth. If you're fixed, you'll still be fixed, and you can't move from point A to point B when you are fixed at point A.
It's true. Yeah.
They say that if you don't change your environment will change you.
It's true.
It will really, really affect you. So you need to factor in that.
Yeah.
I'm able to talk to a financial advisor. I'm able to discuss my goals. I'm able to get plans that are appropriate to those goals. And don't depend on, I think most of us do this. We are Facebook graduates. We are Twitter graduates. We are WhatsApp status graduates. I saw somebody doing this. I saw somebody doing that. Get a professional to handle what you're supposed to be doing. If you want to plant a tree at home, you ask people who are dealing with landscaping to
help
advise you on that. Right? You don't ask a banker to tell you, nikipanda hii miti hapa, it will be okay. The following day that miti will fall kwa neighbor wako, and you'll be the one catering for those damages, right? So ask the right person to take care of your finances, and be open to the recommendations. Mimi nisikuje Emmy nakwambia, I don't want SACCOs. I don't want, policies. I don't want treasury bills. And trust you me, you will always find someone in that specific field who will discourage you from doing it. But have that first-hand experience in that you're able to do things your way, when you experience. Yes.
Someone might be watching us and they're like, Morgan, how do I get financial freedom? Morgan, I do 3 jobs, I do 4 jobs, but still, I bado sina financial freedom.
Yes.
What can you tell them?
I hope it will be okay, but I would not mention the name. I have a client who has really struggled over 2 to 3 years. We talked, like most people, I always talk, and we are able to lay down a plan, but very few of them actually follow it. But from at the back of my mind, I always know, like, in the next 2-3 years we'll still be here.
The same place.
So same place. So what you're supposed to do is, you want freedom. Get first comfortable with discipline. Like, I need to practice the discipline of me saving money, of me investing. That culture, the moment your mindset changes, your freedom will automatically come. Why? By the investing is very addictive. Trust you me, Emmy, you'll have 5,000 and the only thing you see is buying Kenyan shares. The only thing you see is buying that S&P 500 shares. And you are able to grow from now, spending to investing. You want to see that money moving from 5,000 to 10,000. You're able to see this money over in a year. You're able to turn your money to $1 million bob. You're able to have safe investments where your money is going from 2 million to 5 million. You're able to address your retirement goals. You are able to see, like, now I have a plan for my home ownership. You're able to see I have a plan for my emergency fund. You're able to see I have a very elaborate procedure on how I'm going to navigate my retirement. What am I going to be doing in retirement? Will I be traveling? Will I be doing charities? You're able to set these goals and you're comfortable achieving them because you have a plan, and that will be now freedom for you. Yes.
So there's maybe someone who is watching us and they're like, where can I get Morgan?
Yes.
I need a financial advisor in my life. I need to invest this and this and this, and I need someone to guide me. You can maybe give us your social media handles or where people can find you.
Pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate. And if anyone wants to reach out, they can always give me a call, 0722 736 280. Give me a call at any time. We can have a discussion. We can arrange for a physical meeting. We can arrange for a virtual meeting for people in diaspora, locally. We can do that. On Twitter, you can find me at Loylix, LOYLIXS. Yeah, that one would be easy now to get into my socials. On Instagram, it's still the same.
Facebook, or you don't have a Facebook account? You've retired from Facebook.
I do have my Facebook account. It's Andrew Morgan.
Yes.
You will always be able to see my face there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Morgan, I'm grateful and humbled to have you today here in the show.
You're welcome.
I feel like you've educated so many people. Maybe kuna mtu akuwa anajua what is financial literacy, and right now they at least have a clue of what financial literacy is, and how you can save, how you can invest, short-term, long-term investments, all those. So guys, it has been amazing, and thank you so much for working this journey with us. And if you know that you've not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification button. And guys, leo si mimi nafunga show. I'll let our guest atufungie show.
Thank you. Thank you, Emmy. I'm happy. Thank you for having me today. And I hope that you're going to supplement our viewers with enough content, especially with topics that we've talked about, but they need in-depth analysis, things like shares, how they can own them, how they can buy them, things like ETFs, exchange traded funds, how do they work. Some people have only heard of insurance. They don't even know how insurance works. People hear of policies, they have maybe wanted to know how to start. Some even have a different perception about them. We want them to bring their comments, and I will be able to respond in your subsequent episode.
Okay.
And thank you for having me today.
I'm grateful and so much humbled to have you. So guys, we will be having another episode. So don't forget to do what Morgan has said hapo kwa comment section. He'll be answering all your questions. So until next time, bye.